The first time we... Oh, Paimon remembers! Nahida's consciousness had been trapped by the doctor, but we followed the clues she left behind to help. So much time has already passed since then, and it seems Sumeru's chain... Paimon just hopes this peace will last a long time, and then Nahida won't have any more new problems to deal with. Yeah, guess you're right. We somehow always find ourselves right in the... Come to think of it, maybe it's all because of you. Maybe you're just a magnet for trouble! Huh? Me? Before Paimon ran into you, Paimon never ran into any trouble! At most, when she was super tired, Paimon got caught in some strange whirlpool and sucked out into sea! And even... Anyway, for Nahida's sake, maybe we should think about heading to our next destination.
Ah, look who it is. Running into you in a place like this? I can see you two still love wandering around.
Oh, it's Dia! Since when are we just wandering around? We're usually taking care of some serious business. But never mind that. What brings you here?
I just finished a commission in the desert for a usual client of mine. Nothing too interesting. Just escorting a shipment of goods. I'm on my way to report back. That's when I saw you two all the way over there, chatting away. What were you two talking about, anyway? Huh? You serious? Can't say I saw that coming. But you are travelers, after all. Bumping into you like this will become a rarity. I'm starting to feel sad just thinking about it. Hey, how about I gather a few mercs to escort you to...
Thanks, but no need. Oh... Paimon had no clue you'd miss us so much. But don't worry, we'll come back to see everyone when we get a chance.
Sounds good. All you need to do to get to Fontaine is cross this stretch of desert and navigate some waterways. So, when are you leaving?
Oh, wait a sec. Paimon just remembered there are still a few dishes in Sumeru that Paimon hasn't tried yet. Now, where's that list?
I see. Guess you won't be needing a going-away party or anything. Though, now that I think about it, Sumeru wouldn't be what it is today without you. Seems...
By the way, should we go say bye to Nahida? Oh, good point. Then there's no need to bother her.
Then, I guess this is goodbye for now, Traveler in Paimon. Whether as a client or a friend, you're always...
Goodbye, Dia. Bye-bye, Sumeru. all that sand and water, we finally made it! Oh, this must be Fontaine's port. Wow! Everything looks so advanced in Fontaine. Paimon's heard that the industry just seeing the sights as a tourist is nice, but maybe it would be better if we found something to do. What do you think? Good idea! Nahida gave us loads of useful information. Seeking out the Seven is probably still our best source for information at this point. Yeah, the more we can learn, the better. So, what do you think the Hydro Archon's like? Will we get along? To learn about a nation's god, start with the nation's people. There seems to be some locals talking over there. Let's go see if we can join the party.
If you ask me, it's a tragedy how things ended for him.
Yeah, I didn't expect that kind of ending for him. I thought he would at least fight on a little longer for his family. I was expecting a sudden plot twist, but it's a pity that it never happened. Still, his story...
Excuse me. Can I help you two? I couldn't help but note.
Hi. We're travelers new to Fontaine, and we had something we wanted...
Play? Oh, no. We're talking about something that really...
Really? Like, a real trial? But the...
Well, good tales are often based on true stories, aren't they? And what you see in reality may also be someone deliberately putting up... Whether something is true or not simply isn't that important. The main thing is whether the story being acted out on the stage is... Oh, but it looks like you're not from around here. You probably don't know that the Fontaine Court of Justice is called the Opera Epiclese, or more
But, shouldn't court cases be treated a little more seriously than that?
No worries. Other visitors to Fontaine have wondered the same thing. You could say that we just don't want to waste the movie. And as for your worries about whether the cases are treated with due reverence, we have the absolutely just and honorable as well as the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal, a machine created by the Archon. Between the machine and the Chief Justice, false charges and injustice are a thing of the past now.
Oratrice? Is it some kind of machine, too? Oh, Paimon's cute. Wait, Paimon almost forgot to ask you our question. Do you know what we should do if we want to meet the Hydro Archon?
Oh, that's easy. Just go to the Opera House. Lady Farina practically lives there. You could definitely say it's her biggest passion.
I think what they mean is that they wish to speak with the Archon. In that case, I'm afraid it's going to be a tad more difficult. You'll have to make an appointment well in advance.
Huh. Is the Hydro Archon super busy taking care of official stuff?
No. Lady Farina seldom takes an interest with the nation's affairs. The reason it's difficult to make an appointment is simple.
That's right. After all, she is the Archon. Though she may tend to get a little dramatic from time to time.
Huh. First time Paimon's ever heard of an Archon being... Wait! Paimon gets now! The Hydro Archon is...
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. Perhaps...
Hang on. This is still Fontaine's Archon you're talking about. You should show some more respect.
Yes, you're right. I guess I should at least try to be a little more respectful in front of visitors. Otherwise...
Come on. Sure, there's a lot of laws here, but nobody's going to be arrested.
All right, I think we get it. Thank you! At least we now know that we can find the Hydro Archon at the Opera House. But who knows how long making an appointment will take? Hey! What are you looking over there for? Huh. Maybe something's the matter. She isn't going to jump into the water, is she? Maybe we better go check on her. Hello there.
Huh? I'm fine.
Oh, okay then. We just...
About many things, actually. but there's nothing I can do. I was just reminiscing about a place my brother and I would play when we were kids.
You're pointing at the sea. Wait, are you
No people call the waters around Fontaine a sea. It's actually just an inland lake that's filled with... And no, I can still see that hill clearly in my memories. Now, he would skip and jump, tossing sand in the wind. The sun shone brightly, but now, the water is gradually swallowing our memories. It won't be long before...
I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Are you Lynette's new friends?
Oh, and you are?
Thanks for looking after my sister. She often comes here to reminisce about our childhood, that's all. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Linny, and this is my sister Lynette. If I had to guess, I'd say you must be travel-
Nice to meet you! Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We were just talking with your sister.
I see. It's unusual for Lynette to be so willing to talk with anyone. In fact...
Oh, really? Then you two are just like us! Paimon's always the one talking for some reason. So that's how you think it...
I also think my brother can be too talkative at times.
Seems you were right, Paimon.
So, what did Lynette mean just now when she said that the water is engulfing your memories? And that it won't be long before it engulfs you too?
Oh, that. It's from a prophecy that's been circulating in Well, I suppose prophecy isn't exactly the right word, because that implies a certain amount of uncertainty. There's no doubt about what's happening in Fontaine. Where to begin? Let's put that question on hold for a moment. We still haven't formally greeted each other yet.
Did all the introductions earlier not...
Hello, Traveler. And hello, Paimon.
Hey! Why didn't Paimon get a handshake? You're not poking fun at...
Please, don't take offense. Just consider it a sort of etiquette we have here in Fontaine when...
Oh! All right, then. Well, by the way, we were just getting ready to go to the Opera House to meet the Hydro-Archon. Would you be able to...
So you're going to see Lady Farina? No problem at all. In fact, please follow me. You said you were going to see Lady Farina?
So, she's the Hydro-Archon? But how did she know we were looking for her?
My dear people, rich and poor, those with cup in hand and those with nothing at all, raise your glasses in celebration. If you don't have one, then just raise your hand in lieu. As you can all see, two unfamiliar travelers have arrived in our nation. Come, let us make a toast in honor of this traveler and her companion who have journeyed here from distant lands.
Is she talking about us?
I've long heard of the turmoil and chaos you left in your wake as you visited other nations. But I welcome you nevertheless. Fear is is for insignificant cowards. I am a god, and I will never entertain the notion of such meaningless wariness. Of course, seeking an audience with me is the most sensible thing to do. It will allow you to truly behold my power, and I, Focalor, hereby welcome you to the nation of Hydro, and acknowledge the value and significance of your trip. Now, you may rejoice in this.
Yeah, Paimon still can't believe it. Feels like we've only been here, but the Hydro Archon's entrance was, Miss Hydro Archon? How did you know we were coming?
I see. As Outlanders, you inevitably lack even some of the most basic understanding. Don't forget that you had best stop and consider. Do you really have the noble qualities and etiquette necessary to communicate with a god? All it takes is a flick.
Whoa, talk about sounding high and mighty.
Oh? What's with these looks? Perhaps the welcoming ceremony still...
Is she gonna be...
Wow, I didn't expect to see Lady Farina here. What a surprise! Wait, does this mean they're the legendary blonde traveler?
Hey, what's all the commotion? Oh, is that...
Of course! That's the blonde traveler. The one all those stories are...
Ooh, I've got to see this. I knew Lady for...
Yes, but don't get too excited now. My dear believers and spectators, you may consider this my reward to all of you. I have determined that there will be an epic...
Now she wants to fight? Aren't we getting a little ahead of ourselves?
Are you not afraid?
What are you trying to do, traveler? Provoking a god in front of her people?
Stand down, Clorend. I admire her bravery. Few have the courage to draw their sword against... Unfortunately, people nowadays only crave to be thrilled.
Huh. Yeah, she's right. Just a duel wouldn't be all that...
On Araneus, criminals are always requesting duels to defend their honor. I'm getting a bit...
You see. Then, as the god of justice, I shall face this traveler in another...
Oh, all right! Now that'll be worth seeing!
Right. This is Fontaine, after all. Such a grand opera house. It would be a pity not to use...
Why do you care so much about the crowd's reactions? Seems you've spent a little too much time. Besides, how exactly do you plan to have a duel in court? You mean you're going to put us on trial?
Oh, we have reason to put you on trial. It's obvious, isn't it? According to Fontaine law, no one is permitted to release any flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Oh, so that's what they've done wrong. That's our Lady Farina.
You call that obvious? What kind of law is that?
Precisely! Now, if you two have no objections, then...
My apologies, Lady Farina. I don't mean to spoil the fun. I don't think that Paimon here meets the definition.
You tell her, Linny! Finally, someone who's not crazy. How could anyone...
Great magician Linny, my beloved citizen.
As a magician who just rained on your parade, I not so, with such an audience gathered here, allow me to...
Ta-da!
What's that on Paimon's back? Hey, when did you do that?
There. As you can all clearly see, Paimon should be classified as, well, something like...
Huh? You call that magic? You've got to be joking.
I thought it was pretty good.
Huh. I'm not sure what to think. It's...
Amusing. Very amusing, Linny. Just the sort.
Performance? You see,
In which case, consider the matter of your trial resolved. The god of justice, but when there are valid grounds, I will. But even the gods of other lands. I look forward to seeing your upcoming performance at the Opera House, Mr. Linny and Miss Lynette.
just like that, she's gone. Well, that's the most unpredictable Archon Paimon's ever seen. He never even had a chance to ask her anything. But that's a problem for future Paimon. That whole...
Don't mention it. I just happened to remember that there was such a law, so I did a little preparation. So, now do you see what...
She can be a bit confusing at times, but she is still amenable to reason.
Anyway, Paimon had no idea you were a magician, Linny.
I just know a few simple tricks I use to make a living. It will actually be my first time performing on the most prestigious stage in Fontaine, the Opera House.
But isn't the Opera House where
When there are no public trials being held, the Opera House hosts a variety of other performances. And speaking of performances, I would be remiss to forego this.
My brother's always excited to make new friends.
Oh, sure. We don't really have anything to do now, and we wanted to go to the Opera House anyway.
Splendid. In that case, why don't we go together? I'll show you the way. I just have something to take. You really mean it? Then I'll take. This is a magical item known as a magic pocket. Perhaps you can help me distribute them to the people here.
Huh? What are they going to use it for?
About that. I'm not sure exactly when it began, but it says that every person in Fontaine is born with sin. No matter how the nation of until one day, the water levels in Fontaine will rise, and the sinful people will. In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon will remain.
That sounds pretty gloomy. Why are people in Fontaine born with sin?
There are lots of guesses. Some say that the ancestors of Fontaine stole the power of the... Others say that the people of Fontaine never heeded the first Hydro Archon's warnings and offended Celestia. But here in Fontaine, evidence is what matters. There hasn't been concrete evidence for any of these claims.
If even the people in Fontaine don't know what sin they committed, wouldn't it be better just to ignore the prophecy?
That's exactly what the people did at first. But in the last few years, the water levels in Fontaine have actually...
Many places have already been completely submerged.
Many people carry on with their lives as before and shrug it off as a natural phenomenon. But my family and I think that the people of Fontaine... We hope that at least the people who reside near the waterfront can move away before it's too late. So, we've started distributing magic As a magical item, these magic pockets have astonishing capacity. I'm sure they will come in.
Oh, Paimon gets it! It's like preparing for a
Perhaps only absolute power could ever contend with such a catastrophe. Now, if you'd like to help, then please give these magic pockets to anyone nearby. Be sure to convince them to take it,
So you're the blonde traveler that magic pocket? Thanks. Please, also thank the magician.
What's this? So you also believe in the prophecy?
What? You mean you don't believe in the
No, I believe in the prophecy. But the story says that people once lived in the ocean. But as time wore on, people desired to live on land and developed blood vessels, encapsulated. So, if you ask me, when the water rises and takes us all, it'll be...
Oh, we hadn't heard that one before. But people can't live underwater. They'll die.
All right, I'll take it. I guess I just feel that being dissolved into the water doesn't necessarily...
I don't want that thing. Way I see it, if the prophecy's true, life is all about living in the moment. What use is there?
You should still take it. You never know when it'll come in handy.
Oh, all right, fine. Thanks. It's just that... if I...
Oh? You already handed out all of the magic pockets? That was fast. Yes, but that will change once disaster strikes. I know they'll change their mind.
Is there anything else you need to do before we leave?
Yes, one last thing. I have the magic pockets made by a workshop in the court of Fontaine. Since we're out...
So, you want to collect materials? Just tell us what the materials look like and we'll...
Oh, that would be much appreciated. We'll need some romaritime flowers. I remember seeing them near the waterfront on the east side of the harbor.
It seems we have to use hydro to collect romaritime flowers.
You made quick work of that. I can tell you're an experienced traveler. I've also finished collecting a few here. Maybe next time you'll feel like helping too, Lynette.
No way. I'm in power-saving mode today. Otherwise, I fear I may not...
Fine. Though the performance is still a long way off.
So, we're going to the court of Fontaine before we head to the opera house?
Wait, shh. Have you noticed that person over there? The young girl.
Huh? What's wrong with her? Paimon didn't notice anything.
She's obviously a thief. Magicians and thieves practice similar methods. We divert attention, and a distracted audience is one that won't discover what you're really doing. Watch her movements carefully.
Oh, he's right!
Shh! Keep your voice down. We need to think of a way to catch her, but it seems she's very alert. Perhaps we should split up. You two can ride the lift over there and wait up top. I bet that'll be her escape route if she tries to run. All right, let's go.
Wanted us to wait. Oh, look! Isn't that her? Oh no! Did she notice us? She started running. What should we do? Should we chase her? You're right. She might Nothing's happened for a while now. Paimon wonders if Linny caught the thief. Yeah, let's go.
Are you sure that's all she took? You should check.
No, that was all. Anyway, I should be going.
Oh, were you returning what the thief had stolen?
That's right. Pity I wasn't able to catch her. She distracted me by dropping the thing she stole.
I saw the general direction she went, but Linny twisted his ankle.
Oh, did you get hurt, Linny?
I'll be all right. It's just a twisted ankle, that's all.
If you want to play at being a hero, at least try not to get hurt doing it. Imagine what...
You're right. I have to admit that the thief was even more skilled than I had anticipated. But at least we were able to get the stolen items back, so it wasn't a complete failure.
What a slippery little thief. Guess things turned out all right in the end, though. Linny's...
All right, let's put this little detour behind us. We should go to the court of Fontaine.
This thing to go into the city? What an ingenious way to get around! People in Fontaine really know how to use water!
This is an aquabus. It allows people to travel between several key locations around Fontaine. It's pretty convenient, but the ride can become a little dull after a while.
So you mean it's still boring even when I'm riding with...
No, that's not what I meant. It's just that, well, besides, it doesn't really feel like a real trip when it's just the two of us.
Whatever.
Guess that's what it's like to be an older brother.
It's about time for us to leave.
Oh, excuse me! Aren't you the great magician Linny? And his assistant Lynette?
Hello. I don't believe we've...
I'm Charlotte, a reporter for the Steambird.
Nice to meet you. From the Steambird, huh? We've often relied on your paper to promote our performance.
It's an honor to meet you.
Wait, could that be the legendary traveler who's been making headline after headline in their journey across Tibet?
Amazing! You recognize everybody almost immediately!
I wouldn't be much of a reporter if I didn't know who's who, would I? Wow, today must be my day. Who knew I would end up on the same boat as so many VIPs?
So, Charlotte, what do you usually report on?
Well, when there isn't any breaking news, I mainly cover the trials at the Opera House. You can still manage to keep readers' attention as long as you tell things from a clever enough angle, even if it's the same old time. For example, reporting on how a scammer once deceived vulnerable girls into relationships, or how a financial criminal was once so poor that they ate a single piece of bread for 5 days. That's fine and all, but what I'm really after is exclusive, sensational news pieces that could Oh, I just remembered! I've been following a case lately. Well,
You mean the serial disappearances of young...
that's right! These stories are the talk of the town right now. If I'm the first with a draft ready to publish when the case is finally cracked, and it's the headline story in the Steambird, oh! When that happens, I bet all the other reporters will shed tears of envy. I've already got...
So, what is the serial disappearances of young...
That's right! The first missing girl case happened almost 20 years ago. And ever since, after a period of time, another girl disappears. But the scariest part is that to this day, many suspects have been arrested over the years in connection with this case. But shortly after each arrest, another disappearance would always happen. Yes, it's possible. But either way, I believe that every case has some precise...
Yes, I agree. And at the very least, I just imagined for a second what I would do if Lynette were to suddenly disappear.
Please don't imagine that, Linny.
Hey, we're almost there! Look!
Well, I really enjoyed chatting with you. Life should be full of pleasant little surprises like this.
Yeah, us as well. The ride went by too quickly.
I have an interview to get to. I should get going before I'm late.
Okay, Hyman hopes Suppose we can chat again soon, Charlotte. See ya!
Bye now. Oh, be sure to stop by and see me at...
What a tough job. Always running around and...
If you don't mind, how about we stop by my home first?
Sure, we wouldn't mind at all. This city is so huge, Paimon would...